Hello and welcome back to Newsmin. It's the 2nd of October and right now it's time for a quick Guild Wars 2 news update. Let's start with the news I know you all want to hear about, or perhaps see. Shall we? Yes, that sounds like a plan. So this happened. Yes, it really did. It was discovered that by buying tier 1 cultural armor for one race, transmuting it onto gear that wasn't soulbound and then throwing it on a different race, you could get your characters totally naked. The user that posted this bug and included a full gallery of 69 incredibly artistic images, all things considered, told us that he or she only managed to test a couple of races before it was fixed, but the only one that worked was human. Needless to say, this whole thing was dealt with rather quickly before too many were exposed to it because, yes, everyone could see your character naked, not just you. And although some of the important bits were missing to make your character look a bit like a Barbie doll, it was still pretty crazy stuff. So if you want to check the full gallery out for yourself, then you can find the album link below along with the Reddit post where it originated. Then, speaking of fixes, because I was actually a mere moment ago, let's have a look at some highlights from the update notes for October the 1st. The full list can obviously be found linked below for anyone that wants to read all of them. In the general section, various stuck events and skill challenges were fixed up. A bug was fixed that was automatically killing players as they entered the Sharkmoor Caverns in Lion's Arch. I knew it. I knew I wasn't that bad at the game. I couldn't possibly have missed that jump every single time. A camera bug was fixed that occasionally caused the camera to get stuck too close to the player's backside. Armor that is currently equipped can no longer be transmuted. Keg Brawl received a few smaller updates. Master weaponsmiths now sell their goods for coin instead of karma, as was originally intended. Transmuted cultural armor now prevents opposing races from equipping it and getting naked. That last part wasn't actually in the patch notes. Then after all of those, there were the usual story and event fixes. In the dungeon section, there was a reduction to the difficulty of the creatures and bosses in the Crucible of Eternity, particularly the health and armor. Exploits were fixed in both the Citadel of Flame and Ara, and then lastly, the PvP auto balance functionality has been improved. Phew. Time for class changes. In the general class changes, there were a few interesting ones. Profession bundle weapons like Engineer Kits, Elementalist Conjure weapons, and Warrior Banners can now save their auto-attack status. A couple of skills for the Elementalist Dagger, Mesmer Spear, Ranger Spear, Thief Spear, and Warrior Spear were changed to hit 3 targets instead of 1. And that is about it for the highlights. You can, as I mentioned, check the full list out below. Now before jumping into the smalls, over on the official site you can read all about a special arts and craft contest called the Guild Wars 2 Halloween Diorama Contest. If you're not sure what a diorama is or if you can make one, well, it's simple. A diorama is a miniature 3-dimensional model that depicts a scene through the use of miniature figures, props, and/or scenery. That's it! All you have to do is combine Halloween and Guild Wars 2 in your diorama to win. There are a wide range of prizes including cool Guild Wars 2 branded peripherals from SteelSeries, graphics cards from Nvidia, a signed Making of Guild Wars 2 book and more. The full details will be coming soon, but you can just as well get started if you're keen. If all of that wasn't enough, smalls time. Another concept artist spotlight is up over on the official site, this one of Theo Prince. Read about Pink Day in LA, an event bringing the Guild Wars community together to raise breast cancer awareness and donations for the Canadian Cancer Society. It seems like there are legendary weapons out in the wild, and you can read more about that below. Check a free Guild Wars 2 Armor Dressing Room app out for Android, and lastly, a super amazing cover of Fear Not This Night. This was done by Taylor Davis, Lara, and Maluka. You can find that right here on YouTube, and you really should give it a watch. And listen, that's it for this episode. Check back here soon for more, like the video and do all that other good stuff, and most importantly, happy making those dioramas. And, naked Guild Wars 2 characters? Happy that.